LP.
But was there a point where you felt he was being ungrateful about this? Or
Yeah, that's what.
That's
why that bugged me out. Like, cause I'm like, man, and I overextended myself to him because he was the person that I sat down and actually he's been in my house.
Okay.
I don't know what the inside of Dr. Dre's house looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I brought him there and sat there and made the records that he had. A lot of those records, I muted vocals. I had already wrote those records. I muted my vocals and said, go ahead, this we gonna get your joint done. Let's get this, because I put it on deck and get this off before I come with mine. You know what I mean? And for him to turn around and say those things that disrespectful, I'm like, man.
But now, where did he say? I know he came up here Saturday, but before Saturday,
yeah,
what was said?
Not much. It's always like there'll be things that like float in the street, things that they, that there's a problem.
He mentions a time because the writer and Vibe had asked you about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was on Andy's show or it was just on the station. He had mentioned that sometimes, as a crew, as a team, things happen, and there's maybe argument, shoving or pushing.
See, we ain't never did that. I guess that's, in all honesty, this is the real talk right here in New York. We ain't never had no pushing and shoving match.
Mm.
That's entertainment. He said that the first time, and I answered that I was trying to follow up with him and not make him look crazy by saying it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because he says a lot of things and then turns around and takes it back. You know what I mean? Like, he says what he said about Jay-Z to make him attack him. Then when he does it, he says, no, I ain't do that. The night that happened, I said, wait, let me get on the phone. He called me from Amsterdam.
He did say it.
I said, let me get on the phone with Jay-Z and find out exactly what's going on. I get on the phone, see if it's serious or like that. Me and Jay never actually made contact, but the information came back that Jay was like, nah, I was tapping him a little something light to make him know that I will, if you keep going. And I said, oh, thanks, good looking, because you didn't destroy the money right there. You should have just got rid of him. You see what I'm saying? Real easy like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not established to that point. He's still got to make records on his own. He hasn't made anything by himself yet. They bought that record based on material that they heard with me and him on.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And now, like, when Jay comes, after that, he fades, he does the issue, he had the issue with Joe Buttons.
Okay.
They go back and forth. This is from him just being outside of the camp.
I mean,
well, we're not working with everybody else because we know they have feelings.